Some like it hot, but we like it raw. Get ready for Raw Nirvana. Greetings. We're here with Cosmo Meens, the Assistant Executive Chef at the Raw Spirit Festival here in Sedona, October 12th to the 14th. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what some of your upcoming events are?
Okay. Well, to start off, I've come from Victoria, BC, Canada. I have a lovely little restaurant with my wife up there called Mole, and that's a combination of my name Cosmo and her name Leah, so Mole.
Cute. Are you guys a raw food restaurant?
It's an all-food restaurant.
Awesome.
We do tons of local organic food. We do raw, vegan, vegetarian, celiac friendly. And when I first went raw, I kind of was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can cook food anymore. I don't know what's going on. What am I going to do with my life? What's happening? Also, when I was going raw, I was thinking, I can't go raw. I'm a chef. This is ridiculous. How can I do that? And then I thought, well, we'll see how I can do it. So I still taste the food that I'm making, but when I sit down to eat, I eat predominantly raw foods. But it's a lovely thing, having a restaurant that has all foods, because someone came in the other day that said they hadn't eaten out to dinner with their mom in like 10 years, and they had a steak, and her mom had a steak and she had a raw pizza.
Oh, that's cool.
So that part of it is great. Like, the restaurant is lovely. Other events that are happening, we're doing a retreat in BC this summer, the 25th to the 29th in Ucluelet, BC. You can find out more about that on www.creatrix.net, which Spruce will be doing the food at. I'll be facilitating and doing some group visualizations on dynamic communities.
Oh, cool.
I'm also shooting a documentary called Becoming Raw, which is my experience in this transformational process, and seeing where that's taking me.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
What kinds of things have you done with that thus far?
I've just been carrying my camera around and shooting things that are happening at retreats, interviewing different people. Probably one of the more exciting ones that I just did yesterday, and it's the most present in my brain, is I went out with Super Goji Girl and David Wolf at the retreat we just cooked at, or uncooked at. And we went out picking wild goji berries somewhere at some point. And we did a little superhero talk on the healing properties of the goji berry. And yeah, that was just a really fun little piece to do. And that's sort of basically what the beginning of this documentary is just short segments that are going to eventually be brought into a well-rounded storyline based on the four elements of earth, air, water, and fire. And basically, everything fits into one of those four elements.
Righteous.
And what else? I'm working on 3 books.
Fascinating. All raw books?
No, one with my mom called From the Ground Up, which takes us from the farmer's fields to the restaurant, into the mouth of the people. It'll be raw, it'll be cooked, it'll be everything, and it will be all based on seasons. So
cool.
It will follow the seasons all the way through a year, through the farmers to the restaurant, into the mouths of the people, coming full circle, and having recipes that are like for each season.
Oh, that sounds yummy. I like that one.
The next one that me and Super Goji Girl just figured out that we're working on this retreat is a superfoods book, a regional superfoods book on basically going around the world, everywhere we go, finding out what the regional superfoods are, and so that people can use it either as a travel guide or a reference guide from where they're living to look at, like, okay, how do I eat these foods that are from where I live? So based on the 100 miles idea, that you don't have to start going too far for your food, you actually have all these superfoods at home. So if you're feeling like, I don't want to have cacao beans or goji berries, well, you have wild grasses and algae and moss and reishi mushrooms and various things in different parts of the world that are available to you in that region, and why not choose the superfoods that are close to home? So that's that book. And then the next one is Rocket Kids, and it's a raw food book just totally focused on children.
Good deal.
Yeah,
I like
and
that.
feeding the nutritional needs of children.
Good. We need that
Yeah.
this day and age. Our children, their brains need something. That's not what they're being fed now. It's just
Yeah.
sad what they're being fed at the schools. I taught preschool for a little while, and watching their lunches just break my heart. You know, I'd just serve up these little graham crackers and cups of milk, and I was just like, oh man. No wonder they pass out right after they eat, you know, or
Absolutely.
or they just get too hyper and rambunctious.
And teachers go crazy, and they like, you know, I mean, it puts a strain on everyone, on
Yeah.
all of the society. I mean, children are the key.
And they're the future, too.
And,
So.
and that's like, even the fourth thing that I'm working on is a product line, and one of the main focuses of the product line is directed at children. So boxed lunch products, little granola bars, little trail mixes, little yogurt, like mock yogurt. It's made with Irish moss and raspberries and pine nuts, say. And just, yeah, really like, I mean, people are more likely to integrate healthy raw foods into their children's diet than they are even into their own diet.
It's true.
And then once they start seeing, oh my God, look at how my child's learning, look at how my child's responding, then they're going to be like, I'm going to feed myself this. You know, so that's definitely something that's really dear to my heart, because I have a 2-year-old, and it is a fine balance. And I know that parents are like, okay, I'm eating raw food. How do I give this to my 2-year-old?
Right.
Well, I'm trying everything. I mean, I have a book at home, and I try stuff. I write everything down, and if he doesn't like it, I'm like, okay, scrap that one, go to the next. You know, I write them all down, because some kids aren't going to like what other kids will
Right.
like. But it's, you know, basically I'm putting it as my son Daniel's cookbook, and or uncooked book.
How's he doing with it? Does he like it?
Yeah,
Is he
yeah,
going
he likes
good?
stuff. Yeah, we sit around and eat raw chocolate until the cows come home, and
Yay.
feel great about it, because chocolate's a superfood.
Yeah. And you're not hurting the cows when they get home either.
That's true.
They get to go play in their yard.
That's true.
So when do you plan on having these all out and ready for the public to see?
I'm working right now on a very dynamic 5-year plan.
Okay. Good. Oh, I love 5-year plans. Good
Yeah.
job.
So of a documentary, 3 books, and a product line. And so I'm just sort of at the ground level. I've only been doing raw foods for 8 months, and essentially, I mean, it's a gateway to a world of creative possibilities. It has taken me from already being a creative individual and put me on like a supercharged, fast-forward mission to achieving exactly what I want with my life in this present moment, all the time, 100%.
Very good. Well, let's tell some people about what one of your creative experiments and discoveries using some raw chocolate here.
Okay, so we're at Eden Hot Springs, and we did a sweat lodge for many hours and sweated, and we're really hungry. And we decided that we needed some snacks, so we went up to the house and we grabbed some cacao beans. All of this stuff is Sun Food, Nutrition Food, David Wolf's product line, X, Nature's First Law, cacao beans, Botija olives, and at that point we had Hawaiian creamed honey, which we don't have here right now, but anything sweet will do, like a goji berry. And we started mixing and matching and playing around with some foods. So
we try these, huh?
this kind of looks like an acorn. And we
Oh, it
just
does.
began feeding them to each other in front of the fire for hours, and then realized that we also weren't going to be sleeping anytime soon after that.
It's really good with the goji berry.
And we kind of deduced that it's a strange combination, but it's almost like a chocolate-covered pretzel.
Yeah, it
Being
is because it's salty, yeah.
and sweet.
Oh, I like that a lot.
And so raw foods can be fun. Take whatever you find, mix it all together. One of the biggest things that I've found is that raw foods don't have to be like up on a pedestal and that you feel, oh, I have to go 100% raw or else I'm going to criticize myself. We all are raw foodists. Every single person on the planet is a raw foodist. We all eat raw food to different degrees.
Right.
Yeah, putting any pressure on yourself whatsoever in any life choice is inappropriate. It's all about balance, taking in certain things, being gentle with yourself, recognizing how you feel, and then making positive choices from that information.